Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In today's video, we're going to discuss some of the recent movies we've seen.
Did the Monkey Man have a civil war with the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? Stick around.
Yeah, it is.
We both watched the movie Monkey Man, which is Dev Patel's directorial debut.
Yeah. And for a directorial debut. I'm like French now. I don't think that's how they say it actually. Debut. Whoa, baby. No, but for his directorial debut, I feel like it was pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely, in my opinion, and I'm sure you agree, didn't deserve a 4-minute standing ovation like it got at Cannes or wherever they.
I think it was
Southwest.
Cannes.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever movie festival.
Yeah, it was its premiere, like right the first time being shown at anything, right?
Which I'm sure it's fine giving him a standing ovation for his directorial debut, but. Yeah, that's excessive.
If you're unfamiliar, he does star in the movie as well.
Yes, so, he's the main character.
That's a difficult thing to do to direct it and to be the star. But I mean,
it was a good action movie.
I did
good fighting.
I did like the motivation he had for what he was doing in the movie, and his journey. I think was pretty good. There was some good action in it, but ultimately, it was kind of just like a John Wick-esque movie, but not as good. I feel like the cinematography, the way it was shot, there were so many close-ups during the action, and it cut so quick, so fast, and it was so blurry that it was almost like it seemed like it was done overly to mask the fact that the choreography and the fighting and stuff just wasn't to par with something like John Wick.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't. Yeah. Well, yeah, I went in with an open mind, thinking, "Oh, this sounds interesting." I went and just kind of like, I want to see this. It seems like it's got some good action. I enjoy those kind of movies, but and it didn't like disappoint me, but it didn't live up to the hype that I guess I went in with.
Yeah,
from that.
That's my issue. Is I think because of the talks of the standing ovation and stuff like that, and the trailer did look good. The trailer got me hyped for it. I was excited to see that movie, and I think my anticipation was just a little too high. My expectations were a little too high, so it did let me down a little bit.
Yeah,
it was a good movie, and like we said, for being his first movie he's directed, it was quite good. I mean,
but yeah, if it was, I don't even think it's still in theaters. But if it is still in theaters, I personally would just wait to watch it. My recommendation, if you haven't seen it.
In my opinion, it's not something that has to be seen in the theater. I don't think your experience is going to be like a lot more heightened in the theater compared to some other movies, like say like the Dune movies, for example. I mean, they're awesome at home too, but just a totally different experience in the theater.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Did you guys check out Monkey Man? If so, are we off pace of what we're thinking? And did you guys enjoy it? Yep. Let us know in the comments.
So the next movie we both got a chance to go see was Civil War.
Yep.
And we haven't really got a chance to talk too much about it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie.
I agree. I was pretty much scared shitless from the trailer, just like the possibility that we're really close to that in reality.
Yeah.
Granted, this movie is more about the media, the journalists.
Yeah. And I was actually quite glad about that, because I was a little concerned going into this about being heavily focused on like political things, and although there were some undertones, there were some kind of hinting towards maybe one political party being the cause. It wasn't real heavy. It was definitely leaning heavily on the journalists and their journey, both physical and their kind of just progression, characters progressing their careers and their life and their story. So
yeah. And I have to say A24 is my favorite studio right now other than Marvel.
They are making some really good movies.
I've been literally going back and watching some of their old movies just because I'm like, oh, they've made such good content. I mean, so many The Witch. There's so many good movies that they've made.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say they've been making like as if it's been recent.
No,
for a long time they've been making
like 10
really
years.
good movies. Yeah, and I'm guilty of I need to go back and not rewatch. There's a lot of them I haven't watched yet.
Yes.
And I need to, because they've
They make some good movies.
doing a good
some
job.
really good twists, a lot of good horror for sure.
And, you know, you hear it said all the time, like, oh, everything's a remake now. There's no original movies out there. No, BS, man. There's a ton. There's probably more original movies out there right now than we've ever had.
Yeah, because everyone has access to high quality cameras and equipment, and a lot of people can make their own stuff for low budgets.
The problem, though, is people go see the remakes in the theater. That they make the money.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
so a lot of these movies that A24 is putting out, especially the older ones, when they weren't as big of a studio, people didn't know about them as much. They weren't making very much money on these movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and they have a lower budget than a lot of movies, but they're still making really freaking good movies with the budgets they have. So,
And Alex Garland, who made this movie, also made Ex Machina, which is probably one of my favorite types of sci-fi
that's
movies.
a really good movie. Yeah. Real kind of good, like psychological sci-fi thriller.
He makes some good movies, and Civil War is no exception. I mean, Kirsten Dunst did a really great job.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen her
was
anything in a
excellent
while.
this. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool seeing her as like the old reporter and like kind of like teaching the newbie who's like really, into it and like taking like these crazy shots that you really intense. Some of these shots are crazy to see. Like if you were to see them in person, like holy moly.
And these war journalists are freaking insane. Like this is like a real kind of, I mean, it's not real. This is a fictional story. Yeah. But I mean, what these journalists do, they actually are out there, man, doing this, wearing their press vests and stuff. And they're just, man, it's crazy. You know, it's all for getting that shot and sending that information back to their news, media to get it out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting that shot.
The only other thing that I've heard criticism of this movie is that people were like, why would California and Texas have an alliance? Other than the fact that they're both huge states and they have a lot of money and resources. That's all thing I could think of is that they're both like, you know what? Screw this. Let's team up.
I feel like that was done intentionally to depoliticize this movie.
Probably.
Because if you would have had them on opposing sides, which is probably more likely how things would happen if it did go down, it would be very obvious of like who was the good guy and who was the bad guy in this, or who's being portrayed, I should say, as the good guy or bad guy. Yeah. Because clearly in this, they go along with kind of the Western forces, right? California and Texas going to take over DC to overthrow the president, who they've had comments about how kind of corrupt he is. So clearly
played by Nick Offerman, who did, his smaller role. I mean, he's the president, but it wasn't like he was in the movie a lot. But
he did have a short role, but he did well. Yeah. But yeah, overall, really good movie. Another one that maybe don't need to see in the theater, but
I highly recommend it compared to at least Monkey Man.
Yeah, way more than Monkey Man. If you get a chance to go to a larger format theater, I don't know that necessarily the IMAX format is that important, but somewhere with really good audio, I think is pretty crucial if you want to feel like really immersed in that experience. Just the gunfire and stuff all around you, because they're in this, man. Those journalists are right up in there.
In the middle of this war that's been going on in the United States for I don't even remember how many years now.
I don't remember how many years.
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. Highly recommend it. If you guys saw Civil War, let us know in the comments what you thought of it.
Yep. All right, guys, so the last movie we're going to discuss today is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which, like we already said, I think, not a great title.
It's hard to remember. I was like, what is it? The Ministry of Magic?
The Ministry of Magic, yeah. It's much easier to remember. No, this is a Guy Ritchie film, loosely based on a true story about Operation Postmaster, I believe, with basically Winston Churchill had this plan to disrupt the U-boat operations of the Germans, and to do it, it had to be completely unsanctioned, off the books, and no one was allowed to know about it, basically. So the wife and I got a chance to go see this one. You didn't get a chance to see it yet, right?
But I'm okay with spoilers if you talk about any of them.
Okay. I mean, I think one critic, and I apologize, I don't remember the name, summed up as sexy people killing Nazis. And afterwards, I told the wife, I was like, yeah, that did seem pretty accurate. Sexy people killing Nazis.
We got Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson.
Yeah. Alan Richardson,
sexy.
I have not watched Reacher yet. And we're about to have a cat hijack our, don't do it. Don't do it.
Stitch, no.
Don't do it. It didn't shake too much. No Stitch cameos in this video.
He just wants to be involved with his grandpa.
She called him her son. Yeah, that's funny.
Cat Stitch.
Stitch. Stitch tried to join the DC show.
Yeah.
That would have really messed with the acronym.
The S for show, Stitch, DCS.
DCS. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Ministry of
Ungentlemanly Magic.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Unruly Magical something.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
So I obviously haven't seen it, but from the trailer, it looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
a
intense.
lot of fun action. We're talking about Alan Richardson. I haven't seen Reacher yet. I've heard it's really good, and now it makes me want to watch it even more because he's really good in this.
Stuff I've heard, compared to Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher. I mean, in the books, Reacher is this big dude, and that's what Alan Richardson described as.
Yeah, well, there's a scene in the very beginning of the movie, so it's not really giving away too much, but there's a scene where the Germans board their ship because they're out to sea, right? They're trying to take out these U-boats. These basically they're German submarines, and so they get boarded by these Germans, and it's just Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson on the deck. And they pretend to be Swedish and like hinting at they're a gay couple, and it's really funny. I was like, dude, it's pretty hilarious.
Yes.
But we really enjoyed the movie. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, it's loosely based on a true story.
Sure. Guy Ritchie makes some good movies. Good action movies.
Yeah.
Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. Ones.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you like Inglourious Bastards, it's not necessarily the same not the same movie, but similar
killing
concept,
Nazis.
killing the Nazis. But yeah, kind of in that similar genre. But the action was really good. There was some good comedy in it. The acting was all really good.
Nice.
Just a fun movie. It was a fun, like, you hear the term popcorn movie. Like Amber and I burned through a whole thing of large popcorn like in 20 minutes, man. Like, we're like, we normally don't finish popcorn. Usually we have something to throw away afterwards, and we like finished it. Now, granted, AMC, especially in the Dolby Theater, they play like 30 minutes of freaking trailers and commercials before the movie started, so that didn't help. So really, we're close to like an hour probably into the movie before anyways, it was a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. How many times have I said fun today?
At least four.
At least four.
I haven't really kept too much track.
On the fun meter, it's definitely up there in the list. I do think it was just one of the more enjoyable times I've had in the theater lately. Civil War was really good,
but not
fun. Yeah, Civil War was just a good
intense
movie. Yeah, very intense. But this was just fun. I mean, no one likes Nazis, right? I mean, so they're just killing Nazis.
Nazis like Nazis.
All the Nazis are gone, right?
I hope so, but I don't.
Right.
Looking at you.
Do the Natalie Portman, Queen Amidala, right? The meme. No,
I think so. I'll have
the
to
one.
look it up.
I
don't remember. There's too many memes.
That's true. It's the one with her and Anakin. They're on Naboo, and she's like says something to him, and she says right, and then it goes again, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know memes actually, so I'm surprised I knew that you were.
That now you described it.
Okay. Good. It's probably really old. That's probably why. I'm not part of the meme culture, as they say.
Who says that?
I don't know.
Alex?
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So.
Yeah, but yeah, I just recommend it, man. If you get a chance, and that's another one that is fun to see in the theater. You don't have to, but again, you got a lot of explosions and gunfire and things. If you want to feel more like immersed in the movie, it's a good one to go see in the theater. Like I said, a good popcorn movie. Just a lot of fun. I mean, it's not going to win probably Best Picture or anything like that, but if you just want to go to the movie for an entertaining movie, then yeah, that's the one. You should go see it.
Let us know if you saw it and what you thought of it in the comments.
All right, guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out the Doug and Corey Show.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a marvelous day.
I guess that works. It's kind of just what we've been doing for a while. I guess we'll stick with it.
It's in 2 years now. Over? Well, now. I shared something with you. It said it was 2 years. I think I shared it to my story and tagged you in it or something.
Oh, I probably didn't see it.
Yeah, so it was a couple days ago.
I'm really bad at keeping up on all that. I did get caught up on stuff to me from you on Instagram and to me from Amber on Instagram, but I don't think I caught up on ones from both of you guys on Instagram.
Well, either way, we've been filming for 2 years now, so it's pretty cool.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and those of you guys who have been subscribed and checking our videos, really appreciate it, guys.
Feel free to interact with us.
Yeah, feel free. We love the comments. You guys chime in, even if you're harassing us or calling us bad names.
I don't like that.
I love it.
Corey craves it. whatever.
Yeah.
We got one of the kids I work with, Angel. He wanted me to tell you that he's a fan and he subscribed.
Awesome.
He's watched a lot of our videos and liked them as well.
Thanks, Angel. Appreciate that, man.
There you go, Angel. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Later.
Bye.
Got a microphone up in my grill.
Mm-hmm.
You see I trimmed my beard?
Oh, yeah, I did notice. Nice.
Yep. There was beard hair everywhere.
I bet.
My beard is quite long. It was like, I don't know. It was...
You'd see your neck a little bit.
Yeah, I wore a V-neck just to heighten everything, so you can see, get the V-neck and then the shorter beard, so you can see I have a neck now.
Oh, I like it.
My driver's license, literally, like, they took the photo, really, I don't know, my beard was really full at the time, I didn't have it trimmed, so it's, like, completely blocking my neck. It's just, like, I got a big, I don't know.
That's funny. We'll put that up on the screen so you get your driver's license.
Picture my whole driver's license on there.
Your social.
My social security, yeah, we'll put my social security card on there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Can we do, like, a really high-quality scan, put it on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, perfect. I do get random texts about like, hey, your vehicle quote's ready. I'm like, you bastards, someone used my number for something. It's jerks. Anyways, we saw some movies.
Yep.
And we haven't talked about them because it's been a little while.
Yeah, we haven't filmed for over a month.
Yeah, I think so. It's mostly my fault. I apologize, guys.
I was a little bit sick last week, so.
I know. I could have still recorded, but I'm a pansy. I was worried about getting sick from Doug. So every time we record, he's like, we got to make out first. I'm like, I don't want to get sick. So... Oh, that doesn't go in the video?
Cut.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So like I was just worried about being around Doug, being near him and getting sick.
Because you're so sexually attracted to me.
Whoa. I mean.
I can't blame you.
Who wouldn't be?
I can't blame you.
It's the beard.
You got the beard too.
Exactly. I don't know.
We're beard bros.
That's all I got. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Monkey Man, Civil War, and the Ministry of... Magic or whatever.
Ministry of Magic. Yep, that's what it was. So you could say something about Monkey Man have a civil war with the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That name is like horrible.
Yeah, that's why I can never think of it. Ministry.
It's a horrible name. It is
Ungentlemanly Warfare. Okay.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly
I'll try
Warfare.
it.
Okay,
so Ministry. Wait, Ministry of
Magic.
Of Magic and Ungentlemanly Warfare. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In today's video, we're going to discuss some of the recent movies we've seen.
Did the Monkey Man have a civil war with the Ministry of Magic?
My money's on Harry Potter. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Stick around.
Or Hermione. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the DC show.
Yes.
Dang it. I haven't had too many slurs lately. But I definitely butchered that one pretty bad. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the DC show. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm just going to take everything Doug doesn't get to talk. Have a marvelous day.
I thought you were calling it the Doug and Corey Show now.
No. Oh, dang it. That's the only thing that was wrong with what I just did.